All right, so today I just wanted to share a quick thought about my relationship with doctors and dietitians as a diabetic, type 1 diabetic, plant-based type 1 diabetic, because this is gonna be a very short video, but I just wanted to have your thought and maybe your experiences as well about this, because many times when I go to the doctor, for the annual visits, semestral visits, um, I get always this comment. So, so you're vegan. So, how do you handle diabetes? Do you eat carbohydrates? How do you do that? How can you eat so much fruit? Because when I tell them that I eat a lot of fruit, for example, a lot of whole grains, carbohydrates, um, they are quite surprised for some reason, which I really don't understand. As if vegans or plant-based people were only eating salad. But the problem is that I was thinking that the first dietary guidelines that I got as a diabetic were, the traditional Western diet, so fish, cheese, meat, and then of course vegetables and fruits, olive oil, because olive oil is good for you. You need the fats, blah blah blah. Especially in the Mediterranean diet, which I've been eating for a very long time. But I was thinking, do they not realize that all the olive oil, for example, which is kind of a staple in those guidelines, uh, all those refined oils that they include in the diets are the real cause of insulin resistance and of high and bad blood glucose in a patient, because that really is the kind of 101 of diabetes. You want to combat insulin resistance to have better control over your blood glucose, and in order to do that you have to reduce your fat intake to the essential, the good fats, but not eating too much of it, and going more for whole carbohydrates, intact carbohydrates, whole foods, fruits, legumes, um, whole grain pastas, whole grain. You know that what I'm talking about. So why? The question is why um, doctors that follow so many people, so many patients, are not aware of this, because really my high carb, low fat approach, which is working so well, because my blood glucose level are so stable, always in range, always in range. Um, and also my insulin to carb ratio is very good. One unit of insulin for me is really handling so many more grams of carbohydrates than before. But why did I came to realize this on my own? Because of my own research, and why was I not advised of this from my doctor? That is my experience. That is my question. And how many people are suffering, of bad blood glucose level, for example, just because the doctors are not advising them the proper way of handling their diabetes. So it's kind of yeah. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to put this reflection out there, because apparently not all the doctors, at least not in my experience, are up to date with the latest advancement in the research in their own field. They are still maybe culturally attached to older ways of doing things, especially if they are old, and they studied maybe this stuff like 30 years ago. They keep doing the same suggestions to their patients, but those are not working anymore, simply because science has moved forward in the meantime. So I just wanted to understand how broad this is, and if it's only me or if others have the same issue. Yeah, just curious. So let me know, and also let me know if you want me to dig into some topics. I will definitely make a video about how do I handle my insulin dose on a daily basis for every meal, my decision tree for how many units of insulin to make for every meal. I will share how I do it to achieve very stable blood glucose. So yeah, let me know if that might interest you, and also let me know your experience about this, about your relationship with doctors, and if you had more, if you were luckier than me. I hope so. And all right, that's it. See you in the next one.